All right, what's going on? Shout outs to everybody in the building. We should be here. You guys should be able to hear me loud and clear. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure this out. Give me 1 second, y'all. See if we coming up. Monitor this real quick. See how we sound. All right, what's going on? Shout outs to everybody. All right, we here. All right, it's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Hopefully, when we start talking, everybody start coming in because you know, all of a sudden, they don't want to show no love until YouTube don't want to show no love until you start talking and stuff like that. You damn near gotta start yapping before they give you a notification sent out and stuff like that. But shout outs to everybody here. It's Player Talk Radio. We are back in the building for another installment. I was supposed to go live last night, but didn't. I get tired of talking sometimes. I just want to sit in silence. It'd be like that. Shout outs to everybody in the building. We are here. All right. What in the bloody hell? Okay. All right, let me see if all my faculties are working. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm having technical difficulties. So, always with this program. All right, we should be here. Hopefully, YouTube is not holding back the notifications like they always do. But hey, let's get into some news real quick. All right, let's get into this story real quick. Everybody's kind of talking about this Russian guy and in Africa that put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Everybody's talking about the Russian guy in Africa that infected a bunch of women with HIV or whatever. I don't know. I never really heard this story, but let's see what Remnant Princess has to say, because these are the same women, you know what I'm saying, years prior, that was telling you guys, hey, go swirl, it's okay. So now all of a sudden they're going in on the sisters. So let's check this out real quick. In 1 second. Let's go.
Say this. Say, I have realized.
Hold up. Now, Remnant Princess is asking, are black women really this dumb? God damn. It's funny that they come up with these titles when it's African women. Well, let's go.
Take me to Russia.
No.
When?
No.
On my birthday.
No.
Yes.
If you pay for your ticket, for your
Yes.
visa, yes, you can go.
No.
But I'm not in Russia. Because
Let's
it's
go to Vietnam.
okay.
Today's video is going to
She said she goes to Vietnam. There's a bunch of goofy African chicks out here, as y'all can see. But let's go.
be about the Russian guy who's trending on TikTok for going to Africa, approaching African women, also sleeping with them and catching it all on camera, which caused a lot of controversial takes on how African women will give themselves easily to a strange white man because he is white. Although this mentality is far from foreign in what we're seeing today.
Oh, I hate to say this. Say, I have realized African girls that are mostly into white men, they would make it difficult for a black guy that want to play tough and have standards when it comes to a black man. When it comes to a white man, they will literally be open.
Now, when we say this, because they conveniently have no standards for them, when we say this, oh, something wrong with y'all, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just mad and blah, blah, blah. It is horrible, man. But let's go.
To a one-night stand in hopes that they will bag a white. Oh my God.
I don't see them.
I don't see them. Which girls are those? You like shit. You. If you don't see them, 9 times out of 10 is you.
I don't
Mama.
see them.
That's actually a
No
fact.
values,
That's
no
actually a
standards.
fact.
Where?
That's
It's
a
actually
fact.
Yeah.
Yes, and
And O'Shea.
African girls, I tell you, me, I saw these things in Kenya. Hey,
But did you see them
Hey.
actually do that deed?
But you live in Uganda as well.
Yeah. What have you seen in Uganda? She's not saying I saw it in Kenya.
In Kenya, I'm like,
in
even
Uganda, I
they
saw these
exist.
things even in a club.
Okay,
Yo,
yeah.
I saw
Tell us what you saw in Uganda.
a black man will come to the table.
Yeah.
They will want him to buy a drink first, and be cool and buy pizza and everything. The moment a white man comes, the skirts he will touch anywhere, like they actually don't care. So I realize African girls that like white men, they will make everything easy for a white man. Like the white man can get away with everything because they are so desperate for a white man.
yeah.
So
Guys,
these
Esther
girls
went to a whorish place. I'm sorry.
And let me tell you something. They only call it out when it's their homegirls dating a white guy that they kind of don't approve of, or if they got if they stole a white guy from them. Y'all don't fall for this fake ass commentary. They only do that shit if they dating a white guy that they don't approve of. Cause and I've noticed it. I mean, I've noticed it in America. American women try to hide it a little bit more because it's like painstakingly obvious. But you know what I'm saying? In other countries they don't hide it, and it's to the point where it's like it's not even just the white guy at this point; it's both of y'all. But hey,
But it's reality. It happens.
Fact.
It happens.
Those are facts.
Even if you find girls on a website, on a dating sites, if it's a black man they're talking to, they are most likely not to send their nude picture to a black guy. They are most likely going to send a nude to a white man. Is that lies?
This is crazy. I'm in Kenya because my friend is getting married to a white man. Y'all, for every Kenyan woman, there's a white man. I mean, interracial babies everywhere. I thought it was just a running joke, but Kenyan women love white men. Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is, but
they're overly obsessed with it, and their families too. Their families are rather their families are rather than bring home a white man than a black man, or a Kenyan man in a lot of cases for that matter.
I mean, I can't look to the left, look to the right, look to the front, but I don't even gotta look to the back of me. If I move out the way right now, you're gonna see a cop. You're gonna see a white man with a Kenyan.
I go after a white man faster than cheetah. I did the white man.
They love you, white man. I know that's right.
So clearly, this isn't new. He went to Kenya.
Obviously, it's not new. And I used to call it out back in the day because guess what? Remember when the whole swirling movement and the pro swirling movement in the United States popped off? And your FBA sisters were telling y'all, "Oh, we don't need you. We can go get the white man and stuff like that." Go look at the magazines and those publications and those companies that were pushing it back in the day, like Lipstick Alley and the Grapevine and all of that stuff. All of those women were fantasizing about getting. It don't even matter where the hell he's from. It's just getting with different types of white man. As long as it's white, it's right. You know what I'm saying? Bro, and the sisters in the USA, in the craziest way, they used to eat it up. They used to eat it up like it's top ramen noodles. They used to eat it the fuck up, and they loved it. They loved it. They loved it. It pissed off the white man. And the sisters in Africa, I'm telling you, when they see other African men in America and Jamaica, some of these other countries, depending on where it is, they act like they don't see them. And it makes sense. Why would I fly all the way to Asia to come see you? Even though that happens, because you got a lot of sisters also following, even the white women. The white women, they follow their white men to Asia and stuff like that to kind of, they act like they like the cuisine and stuff, and some of them probably do, but it's really to spy and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the sisters, American sisters, they got revamped. They got their, they rekindled that slave thing I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit in a twisted and fucked up way. A lot of the women in Africa and Kenya wish they went through or had the privilege of going through, because they look at it as privilege, as what a lot of American women have went through during slavery, because they're not looking at the quote unquote slavery. They're looking at the access that American women had to white men, you know? And they, in their heart of hearts, believe that they could have turned all of that around. That none of that stuff applies to them. You know. Shout outs to everybody here. Shout outs to everybody hitting the hearts. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Please support the show by hitting the Cash App and hitting the PayPal over at the coffee store if you enjoy the content. Let's get it.
And Ghana, where he showcased every interaction he had with every African woman and how he was
Shouts to the bro in the building.
successful every time to get them in bed.
Jamaica in the house. Let's get it.
And this led people speaking about it, because it's one thing to know it and it's another to see it.
Where are you going? To the bathroom. How old are you?
Me?
Yes.
I'm 25.
You look very good. What's your name?
Joy?
Nice to meet you. I'm Vyacheslav. I'm from Russia.
Oh, me, I just came from Nigeria.
Sorry?
I just came in from here. Nigeria.
Name? Oh, Lagos.
Yeah.
I want to go to Lagos.
I just came in.
Some of you fake passport bros talking about I'm looking for my queen. When you run into your queen abroad, a lot of them, they sell ass and lie to you and tell you that they're teachers. IJS.
I don't have a
Text your number.
Okay, Nigeria number?
Yes, what's up?
Okay.
I text you later.
A few moments later.
Come. Come with me. What's your name? Thank you. You live here?
Yes.
I'm too. I live here today. Where are you going? Back home.
Yeah.
I would like to see you in the evening.
So what, is he a content creator or something? I'm trying to figure this out.
What's up?
Okay, what the hell is this?
I don't understand. Speak Russia, please, Russia. Russian language. Russian. Sorry? Small English, yes.
I pray for you. Yeah, she's my daughter.
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Come with me. No.
When?
No.
On my birthday.
No.
Yes.
If you pay for your ticket for your
Yes.
visa, yes, you can go.
Her lips dry as hell. Look my body.
But I'm not in Russia because
Let's
it's
go to Vietnam.
okay. You will pay for your.
She said she's flying to Vietnam. Thailand is visa free for Kenyans. Okay. Well, all right. Let's run this back.
No.
When?
No.
On my birthday.
No.
Yes.
If you pay for your ticket for your
Yes.
visa, yes, you can go.
No.
But I'm not in Russia because
Let's
it's
go to Vietnam.
okay. You will pay for your ticket then back.
Thailand, visa free for Kenyans.
Okay, pay for your ticket.
How
Then
much?
back
How much?
around
You
$600.
should pay, no me.
I
Why
never
me?
pay. I never pay.
Babe, please.
You will
And
pay.
the funny part is that they be trying to act and sound like the Thai girls. You should pay no me.
For me. Давай, блядь. Let's.
stick out like a sore thumb in Bangkok. If you go downtown Bangkok, man.
What? Where are you from? Hello.
Basura.
I'm from New York, but she's from
New York.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice to meet you.
And that's the crazy part. You can pull both of them at the same time.
You live here?
Yeah, I live here in Ghana.
Ah. I need Marina Mall. I want to find boat driver.
Boat. Okay.
But busy.
You want me to order for you? Try Uber too.
Let's go to Marina Mall.
You want to order to Marina Mall?
Yes. Okay, I would like to see you in the...
What?
You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That confused foreigner game, that shit works. You know what I'm saying? Even in America, one of the biggest hold on. I'm gonna wait till this thing lives. Yeah. Even in America, like you don't know where you are, that shit works. Hey, do you know how to get from here to here? And you just say somewhere that's relatively close and stuff like that. Basically, you know, as an icebreaker, and then hey, later on, I would like to meet you, or blah blah blah. You know, I hate to say it like that, but you're gonna run into less objections, you know, than you normally would. Like another thing too is like a synergy thing, right? Like if you could get you learn this in sales and stuff. If you can get somebody to say yes 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes subconsciously they're aware that they said yes 3 times, they're gonna say yes to anything after it. You know, it breaks the chain if it's like yes, no. You know, it kind of breaks the chain. So even out of quote unquote politeness, people will still say yes.
In the evening.
That's your wife.
No, I'm alone.
Evening.
Yes.
Why?
I'd like to know you better. I like how you look.
Oh, she gonna make time. She gonna make time. Now, oddly enough, usually these African girls are bald and they just don't give a fuck. They're just bald as hell. This one at least got some hair. Let's go.
You look great.
Kumba.
Text my number. I have
Nice Jaguar too.
Russian number.
And look, and a lot of them, they all act the same too. Don't matter if they come from money or not.
No.
Why? Are you married?
No, I'm not married, but no.
That's a lie. Jaguar. I was about to say a lot of them usually are married too.
Not okay.
Let me check in and then.
One moment. Text me in WhatsApp. How are you? Come.
And it's funny because it was just so backwards when American women was running this not swirling, but this divester brigade. And the type of women that you see that was talking about it was going to be easy for them to date out. They're not even the type of, because believe it or not, the white guys have a type. And it don't even matter if they ugly, but it's a certain type that they go for and a certain type of demeanor. You can kind of see it here. These girls are like, but they fit a certain aesthetic. Let's go.
Come with me. Very cold.
A lot of these girls are on call girl sites. Best believe it.
Huh? Kenyan girl. Massive.
Like up here.
Work.
Yeah, it's what?
Okay.
You can pass by.
Huh?
You can pass by.
I need eating.
Okay, you're here to eat.
Wait, I don't understand. Sorry, I from Russia.
You don't understand English.
Yeah.
Look at now all of a sudden. And see, I tell you, like in the beginning, they be trying to act like, oh, I don't, here's an attitude and blah, blah, blah. They don't have no fucking stamina. Now all of a sudden she's getting teethy. Oh, you're a foreigner and blah, blah, blah. Even almost sad that she gave him an attitude.
My English is not good.
Not sad, but sorry.
I can hear what you're saying.
Can I see tomorrow in the evening?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can take my number there.
Because a lot of times they hear them and then they like, oh, if he's a foreigner, he's using foreign currency. You know, because these girls are in Asia, they're in sometimes they're in Europe, but they're in these places where the currency isn't. You understand what I'm saying? So hey,
Your number?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my place.
I see.
I think he's in Africa right now.
It's nice.
Nice.
Miss you again.
Yeah. I'm too. Do you want water?
It left a lot of Kenyans and Ghanaians embarrassed how easily they were swindled by a random Russian guy who was
And let me tell you something. Even though a lot of them have, I gotta give it to the women. I'm gonna be a thou wow with y'all. I'm gonna give it to the women. While a lot of guys jumped on that FBA train, even though a bunch of women have, I'm not gonna, definitely, excuse the women from this behavior. But while a lot of guys didn't do their research, a lot of guys and women jumped on that FBA train. A lot of women that were unapologetically African before, they didn't switch over like a lot of guys that claim to be unapologetically African before, So in a crazy way, I gotta give it to the women for having integrity, for not super grifting like that. Some of them did, but most of them didn't. So that's interesting,
Promoting this on TikTok. He literally had a page where it was dedicated to how easy it is for a white man to be able to get African women in bed.
And this is not just African women. This is Asian women. This is Latino women. The further south in Latina you go, I said this in Latina. The further south in Latin America, the further south you go, easy.
In a space of a day. And this left the women to have to now speak on their own behalf.
I fell for his charisma. That's it. Because he spoiled me, guys. He used to take me to expensive
he spoiled me.
Islands, like beautiful restaurants, expensive plane tickets. So I kind of fell for him, yes, and I lived with him.
Mhm.
That's right. And that's why we have recorded lots of videos.
Yeah. So you've mentioned that the staycation was close to 60 days at the coast.
Yes.
Initially.
So I told him, I need to go back to Nairobi, get my clothes.
Glasses falling off her face, man. Just take them off. Let's see that weird face of yours.
A few bikinis and stuff, and come. Guys, he paid another expensive flight to Nairobi, got my clothes, another expensive flight back to coast.
But that was enough money to get maybe more clothes at the coast.
I actually did. During the 1 week, I think I stayed for 10 days before coming to Nairobi. He actually asked me, how much do you need for clothes? So when you anasema ati we were not spoiled, ati we are poor, and this is for Gloria.
And I hate this because a lot of women are gonna learn the hard way. When you worship money, man, oh man, when you worship money.
We are cheap. Girl, you don't even know.
But when you young and popping, what else you doing?
I did not do it for love. I did it for the sake of my kids and for myself. I was hoping the Russian man will marry me and take me abroad so that I can have a better life for myself and for the kids. Here is the story. I have 2 kids at home. And I broke up with my baby daddy 2 years ago because he was abusive. I'm the one who supports the kids. My baby daddy.
Oh yes, the abusive baby daddy. The baby daddy's always abusive. I wonder what this
That's
is.
exactly.
They'll call it anything else but
The
abuse.
kids with anything. And I don't have a job. I don't have a business. I'm really struggling with paying the bills. Now you see why men should not talk about this whole story. You failed the women in the society. And disclaimer, I'm not supporting the whole story. I'm not supporting what they did. What they did was wrong. Part 2.
Just so people do also know, there are plenty of other videos where women who interacted with the Russian guy are speaking out, although they're not speaking in English, which honestly I think they're doing by purpose because they don't really want to be humiliated even more in Western society, let alone their own continent.
So a Russian man comes to Ghana, uses his privileges to have his way with, according to the blogs, over 100 Ghanaian women. And all of
it's a privilege.
the sudden, the internet is in a frenzy. The internet is trying to push a narrative. The Ghanaian women are 1, cheap, and 2, of that same character. But let me make something very, very clear. This man...
And see, when they cover this shit, they talk about the wrong shit. It's not even about being cheap. It got nothing to do with being... Listen, that nigga didn't even... First of all, he didn't even have to do all of this shit. Women will go on a fucking date with a white man dressed up as a hitchhiker. They don't give a damn. The white man can do no wrong. To tell you the truth, they're lucky he spent money. If he knew anything.
Obviously had an ulterior motive. And his ulterior motive was to come
he didn't have
into a country, a third world country that is, which was once colonized by the whites, knowing that a lot of these women will still have this savior mentality.
Here comes the excuse.
Towards white people. Knowing that a lot of these women...
They do this in countries too that wasn't colonized, by the way.
Haven't actually gone through a process of self-actualization to get to a point to understand that
the Glacier Man's reputation precedes him. Okay.
The white man ain't going to save you. And he's using that same mindset that they once put Black women, African women in against us. And we are accepting this narrative to sit. Secondly, Ghanaian women...
They want you to... They want to convince you that Black men are the biggest race traitors.
Are amongst one of the industrious women in the world. He obviously selected his location because had he gone to the marketplace, he would have noticed that the Ghanaian...
Have he gone to the marketplace, he would have got more bitches.
Woman is breaking her back.
He probably kicking himself that he didn't go to the marketplace.
And thriving in a system that wasn't even designed for her to do so.
Now, honestly, I don't see them as victims. They are not victims. They are willing participants in engaging in degeneracy with a white man because they like the fact that white men have some type of economic power, white people have some type of status or whatever white privilege that the African women wanted to take and have a piece of as well. So they willingly chose to throw themselves to a white man, hoping that they can get something back. But instead, he actually not only exposed them, put them on Instagram, but also made a Telegram group chat where he sold explicit content of them. So he not only made money, but he exposed how promiscuous a lot of African women actually are, especially when it comes to white men. It just shows how much African women worship white men that they will literally strip every standard, every moral ground, just so they can be noticed, seen, and loved by a white man, just so they can be able to get some economic power, some type of status, and be able to live their best life. Although in this case, it all backlashed. This white man proved that he had his own agenda, doesn't care about you, never wanted you. He wanted to have a good time and make money from it. And it was just that simple. I don't see them as victims. I see them as degenerate fools who really thought they can come up with a white dude.
I mean, at least she tells the truth now. Single mom fails hard. Jamaican trips end in cocaine bust. God damn, y'all bringing that shit to Ja? Why are y'all bringing that shit to Ja? All right, let's go. All right, hold on. All right, so much stuff is happening in these YouTube streets. Definitely wanted to somewhat take a look and listen for that story. I'm pretty sure, it goes deeper. I guess she was just talking more so about, how the women, are, you know, falling for, they're not even falling. I mean, that's kind of what they want. I mean, is a lot of it racist? Absolutely. But the thing is that it's hypergamy to them. And like I said, it's not really hypergamy. There really is no such thing as hypergamy. That's why I call it hopergamy, because the thing is that a lot of women are locked out of the market. So a lot of women, when a standard, not necessarily their standard, comes across the table, they have to, they go for it. They snap on it and they double down on it like a gator doubles down on its bite. Gators and crocodiles, they double down on their bite so hard that you can literally hold their mouth closed. It's easier to hold their mouth closed than for them to open it. They have no homo strength to open up their mouth. So you can literally just use your hand and hold their mouth closed with just a little bit of pressure. Hopefully your ass don't get bit. But anyway, it's Player Talk Radio. But anyway, it's Player Talk Radio. We are in the building. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda, right back at the helm of today's show, man. I gotta tell you guys, man, looking at how some of these people were covering the whole Mika and Anton Daniels situation. Bro, that shit is so goofy and gimmicky. Like some of these thumbnails and stuff like that. Niggas sure know how to run shit into the ground, bro. They're even killing the thumbnail game. I'm talking about words like, bro, obviously this shit is fake, and I hate it because, like, when I was pushing equipment, I was pushing gear, and I was pushing podcasting in the space before niggas was even picking up mics and doing all of the debaucherous shit that they're doing right now. I wanted us to be at least innovators. I wanted us to like stand out, and actually, deliver good information and really be good at what we're doing. And I thought about it, like a lot of people, they just don't give a fuck. They're just delivering fucked up information. They don't even care about the audience. They're okay with y'all running with a lie. Okay? I mean, the person that runs with, listen, to tell you the truth, if you knew the truth, all you really had to see was one video. You're not really trying to, spin your thoughts on shit too much unless, it's another credible source. But it's like people watch one fucked up video after another. And, God, so we get casted to the side, which is crazy. Giving y'all raw, really top notch. I do a very good job, an excellent job, and it gets squandered by. So it is what it swap out a lot of my list. And shout outs to the real ones and the ones that really do. I think about it. I'm like, man, y'all will see a complete fake story, and the thing is that wait till this era is over, like the quote unquote fake chat GP outrageous thumbnails and stuff like that. I get people interested in the topic, but just watching a complete thumbnail just straight up lying, especially after you already got a good synopsis of what's going on and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't compromise any type of integrity, of the people that y'all listen to, and it's crazy. And it's like, damn, dog, y'all niggas run something into ground. The girl already done did like 2 interviews, one with Tasha K and one with her other little newscaster friend, and said that she ain't sleep with the damn man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas are more worried than her husband. And it really is one of those things where it's like y'all just want to go until she has like a meltdown or some type of catastrophic, breakup. and stuff with her husband. Y'all just want to, because these niggas don't got no respect for marriage and stuff like that. And it's the irony in it is that y'all calling her out for not having respect for her marriage and stuff like that. I made my little jokes and stuff, but honestly, in reality, I really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand those type of women. I've dated those type of women, been with those type of women. I understand the dynamic that her and her man probably could have, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens when you date with, get with people in the limelight. It's not like a regular relationship. Sometimes you're going to put up with certain things. Sometimes you're not going to put up with certain things. Sometimes, things are going to bother you. Sometimes things aren't going to bother you because you know the type of person that you're dealing with. And you have a lot of regular people, even if they themselves thinking that they're podcasters and stuff like that. You have regular, you know what I'm saying, commenting on stuff like this. And it's like, bro, even if somebody was to date you as a podcaster, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to put up with certain things. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes off of like, people don't even realize it. Like, if somebody comes off of a damn 7-hour live stream and stuff like that as their spouse, that person probably been talking and breaking down stuff for 7 hours. They're tired. Do you think they want to sit there and have another 2-3 hour conversation with you? Just unwarranted. Oh, I never thought about that. No, you never thought about that. Most people don't think before they do shit. A lot of people are on autopilot, which is funny why the people need ChatGPT and Google and all this other stuff. It's like, niggas ain't no brainstorm, no nothing. So imagine what what you may have to go through or put up with when you're dating out there in the limelight. Somebody that's out there, somebody that's somebody that's known. Some people, it ain't even that they're even famous or anything. Some people, y'all are better off having your own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are better off having your own thing going on. And then when y'all come together, y'all come together. Not that you're necessarily single, but it's just that y'all have your own thing going on. And one of the reasons, it's not even one of the reasons. It's a lot of the talking points, that, have been circulating, and even ones that we've came up with and pushed and moved in these spaces over the years, have shown that most people don't know what they're talking about. For example, the 50-50 conversation. People think that going 50-50 is just y'all paying for a meal. That's the least of y'all worries. It's not even about y'all paying for a meal on the first date and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, the main people that actually go 50-50 way more than average people are celebrities. $50-50, you ain't even really going 50-50. What regular people are talking about is just getting into the door. Celebrities go 50-50. Especially when both of you guys have something to lose. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they're going 50-50. Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor, they're going 50-50. Celebrities go 50-50 more than than average people, regular people. Average people and regular people have always had to work together and create businesses and families and stuff like that and try to build something. You know what I'm saying? So what do you relationship with two people that have already built something or established something coming together? That's more 50-50 than two people trying to get established. Does that make sense? Oh, but nobody thinks about that because everybody's running around stealing talking points. Some real shit. Some real shit. Everybody too busy worried about stealing people's talking points. Not coming up with nothing on their own. All right? I wonder who YouTube is showing my stuff to. My peoples ain't in the building. All right, it's Player Talk Radio, but hey. Let's get it. Let's get back into some of the stuff going on in these YouTube streets. All right, y'all hit the like button on the way in. Please support the show. You can support the show at $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. You can also support via the coffee store, you know, or you can go ahead and check out the book. Which talks about, you know, if you guys are a Sigma or you claim to be like a, not claim to be, but you are the black sheep of your family, or you're a mix between Alpha and not necessarily Beta. You just, you know, you a Sigma male. Absolutely, this is a must-read book for you. And also, this helps you with, you know, post-COVID dating success. You know, if you've ever wondered, you know, why now that I know how to socialize and do certain things, and then now all of a sudden, it's like inside out. Now all of a sudden, socially awkward. You know, how all of a sudden the women are socially awkward. And then you know, it hoodwinks you too, because you go through a thing like, you know what, damn. So now that I you know, got a little bit of, wins up under my belt, I know how to talk to women and blah, blah, blah. Why all of a sudden they're acting weird? Well, all of a sudden they don't know how to socialize. You know what I'm saying? Did they ever know how to socialize, or what? I wasn't seeing through it? Because I'll let you know, and I talk about it in the book. You know, when I became a conversationalist, this is why I can run shows for a long fucking time. I just multi-thread and do, there's a lot of different things that go into it. But when I became a conversationalist, I realized that, the women that were begging men for conversation, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know how to hold a conversation. And then in a lot of cases too, because there's two different things in a conversation. Conversation length and conversation quality are not the same thing. But a lot of women that don't know how to hold a conversation, they're more satisfied with the length of the conversation more so than the quality of the conversation. But in a lot of cases, the quality of a conversation, you understand what's the quality of a conversation contributes to the length of the conversation, because a lot of women, if the conversation is filled with quality, or they, because a lot of women love talking about themselves, they're their favorite topic. That's the thing. Is, you know what I'm saying? It's either or with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women will have gratitude and like that they can talk to you, and is not necessarily boring, and and all kinds of stuff. Shout outs to bro that ain't it. What's going on, new? Shout outs to everybody here, man. Make sure you guys definitely scan the QR code. Check out the book. Some really good stuff. I got it over on my coffee store. And if you would like to, support the show, you can definitely do that over at the coffee store. New said they never want small talk, but can't hold a convo. That's the funny part. That is definitely funny. And that's some real shit. They all repulsed. They like, I don't like small talk with certain people because they love small talk. But the thing is that, they claim that they don't like small talk. But the thing is that they actually do. Especially back in the day. They used to put hella pressure on the dudes to come up with topics and stuff like that. You know, they used to be dudes. Women used to, and some of them are doing it on purpose, and then some of them, most of them, it's a shit test, even if they're doing it on purpose. But a lot of them, they will go out of their way to make a situation awkward to see if you know what to do or know how to change it. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned throughout conversation. All right, my bad. Women, women will have a, they will have a, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Before this thing just cut out, I had the word. Women have an ultimatum mindset. So you got to be like the clever guy to introduce a third variable that she didn't think of, and that's very easy, in conversation, Shout outs to Ebo Sosa, Ebo Sosa gets into, neuro-linguistic programming and all that other stuff. Ebo Sosa should write a book, and you definitely should write for sure. Oddly enough, I think a lot of black men should write a book, and I'm going to say this too for the black men that don't have kids. If you don't have kids, you should have been an author a long time ago. You don't necessarily have to write. You can text to speech nowadays or get AI to help you to write some of the stuff, But my book is 1,000% authentic, and your book and your message were than your damn kids, respectfully, when you do have them. Your book and your message will be around longer than your kids, your book ain't really gonna betray shit that you say. Your book ain't gonna sell that home or that condominium that you working hard for a damn Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Your fucking kids will sell your fucking kids will sell your business for a fucking Hellcat. I'm talking about running shit into the ground, man. Your kids will sell your home for a Hellcat, and then later on down the line realize, damn, I need to buy a family home. Oh, you mean like the one that you sold for your Hellcat that you wrapped around a tree? You mean a Hellcat that you wrapped around the tree? Okay. Now listen, if you guys want to start your online store, make sure you guys start it over at Shopify. You know what I'm saying? Don't head over to the website and try to figure it out. Hit this QR code. You get a free trial and everything on me. If you guys want to start your Shopify store, make sure you hit this QR code and get your free Shopify store. And if you guys do have a book that you would like to sell, you can advertise it on Shopify. You know what I'm saying? So that's always good. You know what I'm saying? And also too, while that free trial is going on, you can get them little sales in and, get up and get out, and hopefully, you can make enough to sustain the store or do more, So this is a platform that you can sell your books, on also, even though mine is on 3 different stores, you know what I'm saying, that are free, but Shopify is a good one too, because, they can advertise, your book, so I plan on putting my book on Shopify also. So if you want to sell t-shirts, anything that you got going on, you know what I'm saying, definitely launch a Shopify store, all right? And shout outs to everybody here. If you are listening to the show and you are playing video games on your phone, later on, we're going to, we're gonna be very heavy back on the gaming. I'm back playing Final Fantasy Tactics, which is a man. I can't believe I missed that game in my youth. That and Final Fantasy 9. I'm getting caught up on it. But hey, if you like to enjoy the show in the background while you're working or playing video games, make sure you head over to Free Cash. Definitely here's $5 on me. And your first cash out, you can get at well, the first cash out is like 20. But if you need like a little extra 10, $50 and stuff like that, your month to, get lunch, do something amazing. Yeah, definitely head over to Free Cash, and your first $5 is on me. It takes a minute. I'm not even gonna hold you. It takes a minute to grind and get to that 20. So, if you rather, because they want to make sure you locked in. So, if you grind, of course you can get to that 20, but that extra $5, you can either try to go get 20 or 15, But the cool thing about the games I'm gonna tell you the truth, because I definitely use Free Cash. The cool thing about the games on Free Cash is that they pay you more the more you play. So I guess the gaming companies that link up with Free Cash to pay you to play their games, they want to make sure you guys are invested. So like the further you get into the games, the payout is bigger. So literally you can download a game and they pay you for that. When you get to a certain level on the game, like Tetris or something like that, they pay you for that also. And then literally you can download the game, get paid from one of them. If you spend money on the game, they pay you for that also, so you get money back on the back end. And then you can literally just download a bunch of games, run it up, delete the game, download a new one, run it up, delete the game, download a new one. Or you can do what a lot of people do. They download like a bunch of games at the same time, and then they do like the daily requests and stuff like that. So they do like the whole daily rewards and stuff. And then after they do like the daily rewards, they just get a bag all at once, or put it in savings, so either or. So it's a really cool website. And here's $5 from Player Talk Radio. All right. Now that we got the commercials out the way. Oh, no. We got one more commercial. All right. Shout outs to my brother, LT Man. Y'all didn't think I forgot about you now. All right. Listen, make sure you protect your health and wealth. Head over to hemp4fitness.com. That is hemp4fitness.com. Make sure you guys head over to hemp4fitness.com. Now I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was wrong. I reported on a rapper named Little Papa. I reported on a rapper named Little Papa that recently passed. And he's from Jacksonville, Florida. And actually, 1090 Jake just did a show on it. I didn't get a chance to see it. But I thought he had an overdose, because when they found him, I thought that he had an overdose, So I was telling you guys, like, be careful out there with whatever you taking, to relax or, self-medicate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Hold on, y'all. Jim Jones is going off out here. Anyway, I was saying that, you guys got to be careful, when you medicate, self-medicate, or, take care of yourself when you get home from the gym and stuff like that. But shout outs to everybody that hasn't betrayed, their goals. Shout outs to everybody that hasn't betrayed their goals and they're still in the gym and they're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody that hasn't betrayed their goals and they're still in the gym doing their thing and getting those gains in. What I want to say is, keep going. Make sure you get the proper amount of sleep. Make sure, you get, you have the proper amount of energy, to do your thing. And, starting with that, you got to eat good. You got to make sure, you are naturally, getting to your goals. And sometimes you may need a boost. You may need a boost in energy. Sometimes you may need a boost in sleeping, because that's where you get your gains, aside from, going to the gym and doing your thing. And it all starts at hempforfitness.com, So make sure you guys head over to hempforfitness.com. That is hempforfitness.com. And check out their wide selection. Shout outs to everybody hitting the QR codes. Okay, I see a couple people hitting the QR codes. That's what's up. So yeah, head over to hempforfitness.com. They got everything you need over there. Even if you vape, there's a better alternative over on hempforfitness.com. All right, so make sure you guys definitely hit the links, hit the QR codes that's in the chat. There's always something, for everybody here. Make sure you use coupon code T-210 to get 10% off your order. And when you mention Kuda, you get 2 free gifts. Let's go. All right. Please hit the like button and support the show. Let's get into this real quick. Let's see what happened to Little Papa. We're going to go over 1090 Jake's video. Let's take a listen. What happened to this young rapper that is signed to CMG? They're saying that they said that he put a hit out, that he was the one that was behind the hit on Fulio. Now, I covered the Fulio case, and I covered the Fulio case. I didn't really hear about no damn Little Papa. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't really hear about him. So this is interesting. But let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1098 when I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the tragic death of Jacksonville rapper Lil Papa and how it actually happened. Now, you don't have to crash to get cash.
See, everybody's promoting free cash, man. Let's go. Optimized on here, not on my StreamYard, but let's get it. Player talk.
The Jacksonville rapper, that's our top story tonight. Thank you for staying up with us. I'm Anthony Austin.
I'm Heather Crawford. Lil Papa, born Janarius Wheeler, has died at the age of 25. The medical examiner's office in Fulton County, Georgia, confirming his death to us. The Jacksonville native built a loyal fan base. Christina with those who grew up with him. And Christina, they tell you that his legacy will live on.
Heather and Anthony, Lil Papa was more than just a rapper. He was a hometown dream turned reality. At just 25 years old, he built a powerful voice for himself in the music industry. Now, as friends, family, and fans try to process his sudden loss, those who grew up beside him say that he was bigger than just music.
He was just a great guy. Outside of the music and the artistry, man, he was a good human. And I'll never forget him. Jacksonville native and music producer Scotty OTH says he grew up with rapper Lil Papa, and the two shared big dreams. I was making beats, and he was making music. In 2019, 18, we ended up making, our first track together. Outside is deeper than music. That was family to me. We called each other cousins.
Scotty says his grind was unmatched.
Very hard worker. I ain't never seen nobody outwork Papa. Papa used the last man standing in the studio. Forever Young was Papa's like favorite song that we did together.
In 2022, Lil Papa signed with Yo Gotti's Collective Music Group, a defining moment in his career. He released several fan favorites, including Love and War, and Happy Tears.
Hold on, y'all. All right, we back. Okay, it did.
Signed with Yo Gotti's Collective Music Group, a defining moment in his career. He released several fan favorites, including Love and War, Mind Over Matter, and Happy Tears.
You gotta listen to Love and War, Mind Over Matter, Happy Tears. Like, just those 3 titles alone kind of tells you that somebody isn't in the happiest state of mind, if that makes sense.
Along with
I mean, see, when you know, drugging and thugging, ganging and all that other stuff, you know, shit seems sweet, you know, when you with your you know, quote unquote homeboys and stuff like that, you know, hold on, y'all. All right, we should be back. When you drugging and thugging with your homeboys and stuff like that, it seems sweet. And when the gravity or the reality of the situation sinks in, you know, after the celebration in the field, the reality of the situation sinks in of what you did. You know, if you put a hit out on somebody or did something, you know what I'm saying, to somebody or their family and stuff like that, man, your conscience, if you are any somewhat decent of a person, you know, remorse and your conscience start eating at you. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, because even all throughout the Bible, you had these people. Some people they quote unquote have a relationship with God. You know, on some Gideon type shit. You know, they quote unquote they have a relationship with God. And when they do stuff like this, some of them feel like, hey, you know, why would I do something like this? You know, I might not, you know, I might, you know, their relationship with God might not be what they thought it was, or they know damn well they ain't right with God to even do something like this. You know, take somebody's life or put a hit out on somebody else's life. You know, they believe that they're a children, you know, a child of quote unquote a child of God. You know, they, you know, why would you do that to another child of God? You know, so some of them, or whatever their understanding of you know, religion or God, some of it eats at them. And then it makes it even worse. Let's say if you are a musician and you're in the business of of expressing yourself with art and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, it's gonna eat at you, especially if you listen to your own music.
Projects like Almost Normal Again. Just this past
Almost Normal Again.
Last Friday, he released a new single titled Out of Town Bay. Since the news of his passing broke, Lil Papa has been trending on X. He had nearly 1 million followers on Instagram and more than 600,000 listeners on Spotify.
I feel empty, but I love him. I love him to death. Always will. And I'm just trying to compartmentalize everything.
Now, TMZ would come out with an exclusive update after the news originally broke that he passed away, and this would state Lil Papa shot himself after crashing a car. Now, it would state we are learning more about the circumstances surrounding the death of rapper Lil Papa, and it's pretty shocking. TMZ broke the news the rapper, real name Janorius Michael Wheeler, was pronounced dead yesterday in Georgia at the young age of 25. Hateville Chief of Police Bruce Headley tells TMZ Lil Papa was in a single car accident on Interstate 85 south of Hateville, which is when he called his manager asking what he should do. The car was still drivable. So he got into a single car accident, meaning
I don't know. He probably felt like he failed somebody. I don't know.
He crashed into something. He didn't hit anybody. No one else.
He crashed out.
Was involved. He hit something. He can still drive. And he calls the manager asking what he could do. The manager told him they'd meet up in a nearby parking lot at the Hilton Hotel, and Headley tells us when they met up, Lil Papa stayed inside his car as she spoke to his manager through the rolled down window. I think that's supposed to be a he. We're told it's unclear what they discussed, but at some point the rapper pulled a handgun, put it to his head, and pulled the trigger, shooting himself dead. Headley tells us an off-duty officer who was working at the hotel called 911. Lil Papa was rushed to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced dead. No suicide note left.
So he didn't want to put up with that insurance company. That's what that is.
Oh, essentially, Lil Papa has apparently, for anyone that's in tune with his music, a ton of lyrics in which...
What's going on, UFO? I was going to say, too, earlier, because I was talking about how black people are running some of these topics into the ground. And wait till y'all wake up and get on the show before I get into, the Anton and stuff, all the other topics and stuff. But, and Mika and stuff. But I was talking about how black people, and it's funny because O'Shea got called the National Enquirer of YouTube and stuff like that, but it's like the whole black sector damn near turned into the National Enquirer of YouTube. And if some of y'all don't know what the Enquirer is, it's like this goofy magazine publication, and they lie about like aliens and all kinds of stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even people that believe in aliens, they now they want to play this damn music. But even people that believe in aliens and stuff like that, they even get mad at the Enquirer because, the Enquirer lies so damn much. And it's just overly, it blows stuff out of proportion. But let's go. It's player talk.
You can get the understanding that his mental health isn't the greatest. There's been posts, there's been lyrics, there's been things that he's also even been involved with, which is gonna take a darker turn into the story of who he is. Now, jumping over to Reddit, there would be a throwback photo of Lil Papa and none other than Julio Fulio. And this clearly hasn't been updated yet because he doesn't have a dove next to him, but
Julio probably torturing the hell out of this man.
The information from this right here, if you don't know what this means, Fulio was a part of 6 Block, a gang in Jacksonville based around 6 Block, right? Those apartments that he was from. Lil Papa was from 1200. It just so happens that when Fulio was killed, the detectives put it together. The 2 gangs responsible for that killing was ATK and 1200. Now, there was a situation years ago where Fulio and Lil Papa got in a fight in the mall in 2018. And I mean, Fulio would break it down during a Say Cheese interview. Shout out to my boy Trap Lil Ross. He also showed this on his channel.
Another shocking thing you mentioned in the record was Lil Papa, another Jacksonville artist who releases quality music.
Yeah,
he seems to stay to himself. He's not all over the blogs and doing all this. And you mentioned him. What's the history with you and him? How did that correlate?
Shit, we got songs too. We got songs out on YouTube and shit. But shit, we just got in the we fought. I beat his ass. type shit. I had beat his ass and shit in the mall and shit. Me and my little cousin Coach had beat his ass in the mall and shit. And that just was that. That shit on, you know what I'm saying? That just was that.
How do you go from making songs with somebody to fighting? Like, what is that energy? How does that energy even come about? Like, what happened?
This what it be, Sean. When I make a song, I say people's name right. I'm direct with it. Y'all don't hear the 1,000 sneak disses a nigga say to me, antagonize me and shit. You get what I'm saying? So when I see you, I'ma address it type shit. Y'all probably ain't hear the million sneak disses because y'all don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, but we heard the shit. So when we see you, what it be about, you know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga on your ass. Nah, nigga beating your ass. Nah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Reddit would do what Reddit does and post some of the lyrics Julio made after the situation, saying, Papa, you a bitch, we beat your ass, made you a victim, caught a rapper at the mall, beat him real quick. But like I said, things would take a very dark turn the more you look into this. 7 months ago, this would be posted stating, do people know Lil Papa also paid for Fulio, alleging that he was also behind the hit. And somebody would say, I don't listen to bruh. All I seen was he got a song on his new album called 4 a.m. in Tampa. I'm like, here we go. And he'd follow up with saying, I ain't never known Papa to diss, but like I said, I don't listen to him. And this dude would say he always sneak disses in his songs. You just gotta catch it. Papa be dissing, he just don't say names. So, similar to what Fulio said, y'all don't catch the sneak disses because you're not from around here. You're not gonna pick up on it. But when I diss people, I name them. So he was basically saying Lil Papa's a sneak disser. Lil Papa just so happens to be from 1200, the same gang that ended up killing Fulio. And then he dropped a song titled 4 a.m. in Tampa. Obviously, Fulio was killed at like 4 or 5 in the morning in Tampa. Now, Young and Ace would speak out and show love to Lil Papa, and I mean, this would just make the whole Fulio allegation seem even worse. And if you think it's all just a bunch of BS, Lil Papa's name was brought up during the Fulio trial of Alicia Andrews.
You're talking about how the people in 1200 dish they side, correct? And then you're also talking about Papa, that's Little Papa, right?
Yes.
And who's Little Papa?
He's a rapper.
And you know that he also has a gang affiliation, is that correct?
I mean, he doesn't claim it, so I don't know.
You know your boyfriend Isaiah Chance is in a gang, isn't that true?
I don't know that.
But getting back to the
She
mental
lying her
health
ass off.
aspect of things, somebody would write when
That girl lying her ass off. Absolutely UFO. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Please hit the like button, support the show.
Lil Papa died, and it'd be so sad. And it was a girl named LaDeja Destiny. And apparently Papa would reply back to it saying, don't be, cause I won't. And you can see a lot of people, you know, reacting how they react, whether they're taking it serious or not. But this kid was obviously going through shit. And he vented in his music. He vented through his creativity. Whether or not he had something to do with Fulio's death or whether he was just, you know, 4 a.m. in Tampa dissing him because dude got on his ass in the mall and they had a back and forth history, it is what it is. If he was behind that hit though, if he put some money on that hit and that's actually something that really took place and he just never got caught for it, that could have been eating him up inside.
And that's what I think that's going on. And then not even just that, with the weight of what's going on, I mean, he probably felt that, he probably felt that he fucked up and just shit ain't going right. That always happens. That literally happens all the time. And you need a reset. So sometimes these kids, they just, the gun is a reset to them. They reset their own damn self. But the thing is, though, and I will say this, right? The thing is that if he did put the money on it, people got to go pick up that money. And that's the part that people leave out. Like, who's gonna go pick up that money? And whoever goes to go pick up that money, you know, there might be some questions or there might be some answers.
Or it just could have been life in itself. He's from Jacksonville. Not everybody is meant to be a drill rapper. Not everybody is meant to be killing. But if you're from out there and you know the people in the streets, you got a lot of people that are dying around you, and it takes its toll on you. And this seems like somebody who was screaming for help and nobody could get to him. I'm not gonna say people didn't pick up on it, because they definitely did. And I'm not gonna say people didn't reach out, because I don't know. But
and then not even that. Fulio said they were cool and got songs together. So imagine it eating you up inside that you killed, quote unquote, somebody you considered your brother or a brother.
Fortunately,
it's Cain
whatever.
And Abel all over again, people. It's Cain and Abel all over again, y'all.
Help was offered, he didn't accept it. And it's honestly, it could have just been that car accident was the last straw. It just pushed him over the edge. He had so much shit bottled up inside.
There you go.
That's what did it for him. And he made that decision. I can't tell you why it happened. The only thing I can do is take this situation and hope that if any of you in the comments, watching this video, etc., are feeling any way like this, to please reach out to somebody for help. It doesn't matter if you're in the streets, you're not in the streets. If you need help, you need to ask. We don't need people going out at 25.
And you know, there's a man, these kids are bitches nowadays, to tell you the truth, because our generation, we got fucked over the worst. You know, there's a big ass lawsuit going out to like Google, Instagram. I think Instagram and like other places, they already settled. But you know, there's a big ass lawsuit going out about how some of these social media sites and stuff like that have fucked over and ruined a lot of kids. You know that? There's a big ass lawsuit. Billions of dollars, billions upon billions of dollars. You know? Like, I'm just waiting for them, like the mesothelioma commercials that come on at night. I'm just waiting for, if you used Facebook back in 2006, you may be liable for compensation. Like, hell yeah.
Because they could have reached out and they chose not to. It's just, it's a sad situation. We'll see it time and time again, and hopefully we can create a safe space in which people can feel like they can talk to other people to prevent these type of things from happening. But hey,
nah, that's something that ain't gonna help him. He gotta go see Jumar. He gotta convert to Islam. He gotta go see a pastor. You know, pastor, I done killed a man. You know, that's up to him. You know, the average person or some goofy over the fucking phone, they not gonna be able to fucking help you out with something like that. You put a hit on somebody and now you feeling remorse for it. Hell no. Hell no.
Rest in peace. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
There's really nowhere to go for some shit like that. You know? Hold on, y'all. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. So yeah, you know, damn, that's sad. You know, that is fucking sad. You know, I can't even hold y'all. You know, rest in peace to him. Shit. You know, I mean, you know, what else is there to say? I mean, you know, just don't get yourself into that situation. You know, that's like that's damn near a mental, Chinese finger trap. You know, get yourself in a situation like that. So, all right, let's keep the story going. Rest in peace to Lil Papa, man. Let me see. Do I want to cover this or do I want to cover that? The dating game is still cooked. No matter how much you look at it, this is another story that y'all sent me about Kurt Cobain. Probably didn't end his own life. He they say he might have been, he might have been red rummed, never know. But anyway, let's get into these other topics real quick. It's a lot of different topics, What's going on, Mella? Good to see you, love. All right, we got some other topics here. Hold up, let's get into it. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get into it. All right, we got some more dating game madness to cover.
It's a man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in. How he do that?
Talking about some damn ambition. And see, they make y'all work for y'all simping these days. I mean, simps definitely work for y'all simping, but look at Ace. Now every time somebody say some red pill shit to Ace, he get up like he got ants in his pants. Let's go.
But no ambition. No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
He's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you, and he is taking care
Yeah, that's not enough. She wants an edge. Y'all still going over this? That's not enough. I think the people that got cursed out in the past for talking about shit like this definitely need to be liable, either compensation.
And you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work. Waking up every day and showing up for my children. Showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression? Your girl is telling you you need to do more. And then you don't feel like you
know how ambitious to be, that some of these women asking and saying this stupid. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, hopefully we're back. What I was saying is that you got to understand that half those people that's in the audience, I think that they're planted by Joe. And I think that they're planted. She's not gonna go from saying some disrespect on the damn stage. Like, girl, you don't even listen to your husband, and he shares a house with you. If you have a husband, because you're planning, so none of that shit could be real. But let's go.
Good enough, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have, and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment, read. I think it's 1 Timothy 5.
When did women start giving a damn about what a man goes through or what a boy? The boy moms are like that, but hey.
8, because what it
don't go into this type of detail.
Talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith.
Even you as a man that's tired and you come home and you're exhausted and stuff like that, in the eyes of a lot of women, instead of her, running you a bath or rubbing your feet or just bringing her in some food and stuff, that, so people need to tell y'all you're still considered weak. That's still showing a form of weakness. When you're tired, that shows that you're weak. Tired from what? If she don't know what you're tired from, It shows that you're weak. Let's go.
This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're going to lose that. Like, that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I
Okay.
make more than him.
Ooh.
Right.
Like y'all can't tell when shit is scripted.
What's the matter, Daddy? What's the matter, Daddy?
Y'all can't tell shit is scripted. I make my own money. Bad enough, they'll say it without the script. This shit is scripted.
Bust all in there.
And you said
You have to acknowledge that, because
You gotta be a real lonely person on the internet to take shit like this serious. All this shit is scripted. Let's go. God damn.